Hi guys, I'm Laurel. I manage Pacific Rim Fishing Tackle, and today I'm going to show you how to skirt Flashabou onto a trolling lure head. So for this example, I'm just doing a standard 9-inch jetted bullet by Eric Koyanagi. I normally say to do Flashabou only on bullets and jets just because anything that pops, anything with a slant face, anything with a flat face, anything that pops, the skirts are going to get tangled in your hooks, even if you're doing a single hook rig. So that's just what I recommend, and that's what I'm doing for this video. You can of course put Flashabou on anything that you like. And for 9-inch bullets, I normally do 2 skirts on the outside and 2 on the inside. As it gets more complicated, as you start putting stripes or doing blends of different colors, or if you want your lure to just be a little bit heavier or look a little bit more full, then you do more packs or less packs or whatever you want. Again, let's keep it super simple today. I'll get into that stuff later. If you guys want another video, let's do it, but this is just very introductory. So you also need those 2 packs for the inside ridge. I'm doing hot pink. This is actually glow in the dark too, which is really nice. And then I'm doing glow in the dark white on the outside, so I have 2 packs of that as well, so a total of 4 packs. I have some super glue. I have some rigging floss. I'm using 30-pound test. You can of course use anything that you'd like, but this is what I choose to do. And then some scissors, which I don't have in front of me right now, but you need some. And then a trash can nearby is really gonna help out because this stuff gets everywhere. The most important part is these little hair ties. You can get them at Walmart or Target or anywhere that has little girl hair ties, but it's about 1/2 inch in diameter. They're stretchy, a little elastic bands. It's gonna make your life a whole lot easier when you're skirting these Flashabou lures, trust me. So go ahead and get some of those before you start trying to do this. And let's get started. First, I take one of those rubber bands and I use my thumb and index finger to hold it open around the bottom ridge of the lure head. I'm using pink on the inside, so I take my 2 packs of pink Flashabou out of the package and secure them under the rubber band with the metal clasp end of the Flashabou packs resting on the bottom of the lure head and the long strands of the Flashabou extending over the top of the lure head. I put 1 pack on one side of the lure and the other pack on the opposite side of the lure. I then make sure there is about 1 inch between the rubber band and the metal clasp. I then cut as close as I can to the bottom of the metal clasp, releasing the fibers. The rubber band should still be holding them generally where we want them on the lure head. Now, very carefully, I will spread the fibers evenly around the lure head. You might lose some material here, but try your best not to let too much material move either up or down on the lure head. Once all the material is spread evenly, I grab a few feet of floss and wrap as tightly and as close to the top of the bottom lure edge as possible. I then tie 2 double overhand knots and cut the excess floss. I then flip the lure upside down and pull the fibers down below the lure head as tight as possible and tie floss around the flash again, securing it with 2 double overhand knots and cutting the excess floss. I take another rubber band and I secure 2 packs of white Flashabou to the upper ridge, also making sure that the long strands are facing the opposite direction of the material that is already on the lure head. If the flash already on the lure head is in your way at all, just use a rubber band to temporarily hold it out of your way. You want to leave 1 inch of material between the rubber band on the lure and the metal clasp. Then cut again as close as you can to the bottom of the metal clasp. Spread it uniformly around the lure, tie floss around the material as close and as tight as you can to the top of the upper lure ridge as possible. Secure with 2 double overhand knots. Then I flip the lure over again. Some people like to leave their top Flashabou out like an umbrella. When it runs in the water, it tends to slick back to the sides of the lure anyway. But 9 times out of 10, I do secure the outside flash to the lure head. So again, I pull the fibers down below the lure head as tight as possible. I then secure it with floss for the last time. Cut the excess floss and I super glue the knot just to give it some extra security. Finally, I cut the Flashabou over the trash can just to make sure that all the lengths at the bottom are the same. All right guys, here is our final product. It looks beautiful. You're gonna want to run this with a single hook rig just because with the double hook rigs, it tends to get snagged up and turns into a giant Flashabou ball. Not very fun. If you have any questions, please let us know in the comments below. Also, Let me know if there's any requests on other videos that you want. Maybe I can go a little bit more in depth into Flashabou and how to do blends and how to do stripes. But that's it. Thanks for watching.